Whew, just like that, we live again. Yo, yo.
Live
Welcome to yet
again.
another episode, a live episode of Key and Carry, where we key.
And we carry
Yes, come
Jumbo.
on, awkward pause. Yes. Um, but yes, I am Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we back at it again. I know nobody's here just yet. We're 30 minutes, well, not 30 minutes, 15 minutes late. Sorry for for the
15,
lateness, the tardiness.
17,
Um,
18 now. We're actually 17 if you want to be accurate. But who's counting? Who's counting?
who's
But
counting?
shout out to the
Who's
people
counting?
that's going to watch this on the playback.
Yes, shout out to y'all. Definitely
Shout out
look
to
in
everybody
the
that's going to watch this on the playback.
comments or the description for a time code so you can skip past this foolishness if you want to. But yeah, happy to be back. Happy to
Not
be,
the intro being foolishness. My goodness.
It's some people they like I don't know what that's about. I'm here for the review. I don't care about what
Gotcha.
But y'all and y'all obscure references. I care about the show. Oh my god. But yes, Chasing Dallas season 4 episode 5. Can you help me and the people remind us what the name of the episode was? You know, I always forget.
Yes. Receipts don't lie. Or if I'm going Remy Ma, i.e. Love and Hip Hop, I forgot what season, Receipts. She pronounced the P in receipts. And I said, that's that PS 118 education, baby. But she a shooter. So you know what? My bad, yeah. My bad.
Pronouncing the P in receipts or putting an R in community.
Oh my goodness. Community. I'm gonna say pronouncing a P in receipts.
Okay.
Community. And it's kind of like a making my throat hurt to pronounce the R in community. So shout out to Astro for that just rolling off his tongue as smoothly as it did. My goodness.
Well,
my bad. Anyway, look at us derailing. But he is a rapper. He is a rapper. Yes, Chasing Dallas, episode 5. Yeah, do we have any people that are watching us right now?
We at this point we do not. But you know, we only be here for 2 minutes, so you know we can riff and you know get into our personal lives, since you know we've been meaning to kind of
look at
open
you.
up that side of...
Well, you know what? Okay, got you. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, how was your week?
How have you been?
Actually, you know, people that are gonna watch this on the playback. First of all, shout out to it being the fucking weekend. We live for weekends, long weekends, baby. But yes,
I have a surprise. Not to cut you off. So sorry, I just thought about this. But we may or may not be doing the next episode in person. Together in the same room, possibly.
But yeah,
I just want to let that be known. You know,
shout out to look out for that.
Shout out to Good Friday, Easter Sunday. Shout out to that, because he is risen.
You are a fool. Yeah, shout out to that. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, you definitely on the lookout for that.
Yeah,
but yes. My week has been very productive. I'm kind of long story short, I'm kind of now realizing my position at my job, at my place of employment. I kind of knew my position, but to have that, I guess, confirmation from, I don't know, upper management. So this has been like a good week for me. So moving forward, I plan on having just like, it's not even only realizing my position, but realizing like my job. Like my job is easy as fuck.
Okay.
So like I've been having a productive week. So just moving forward, I want to continue to have that energy and that mindset throughout the rest of the year. So this week has been lit.
Okay.
Honestly lit. What about you, Yon?
Little businesswoman, be on your business shit. Little businesswoman, go ahead. What Drake say?
I'm so not to Yes, not to derail, but fucking, I kind of had to cut into like leadership like this week, and
Ooh,
I just kind of had to let some things be known. So once I got that off my chest, and you know, I just got some shit
sometimes
off
you
my
gotta let them
chest. So
know.
like I said, moving forward, like I did. And that's when they told me what my position was. So thank you for that. But yeah, like yeah, how was your week? How's
Good,
your week been?
different. My week has been okay. I'm so glad that it's getting warmer outside. The summer is coming, spring is coming, which is like probably my favorite season. So I'm a spring baby. So I'm glad to
Yes, baby.
I'm glad
Birthdays is
that
coming up. Two
yes,
months,
birthdays is
less than
coming
two
up.
months.
Yes. And yeah, I'm just glad that it's getting warmer outside. I'm glad that, it's lighter for longer. So that just means the summer is coming and like I just can't wait to
Yes.
like enjoy and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's I'm out of my seasonal depression, hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited for that. So
Baby.
um and of course, if you watch
Shout
this in
out
the
to that.
playback, if you happen to watch this, definitely let us know in the comments how your week is going, what you've been up to, how you feel about the I probably don't want to tell us about your job, but let us know how you feel about the weather and spring and all of that coming. But we're gonna get on into the episode. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this in the playback. Um yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I hate that I keep forgetting the name of the episode. Can you let us know, the people in the congregation, me and the people in the congregation, what the name of the episode is
Yes.
again?
Receipts don't lie, baby.
Receipts don't lie.
Receipts
Okay.
don't lie.
Cause
And
I'll be
video
coming up with
footage
my
also
own
does not lie.
little. That's very true.
You be
That's
renaming the title, renaming the episodes.
I
And
do.
sometimes I
I
be right
do.
here for you renaming the titles,
Okay. I
renaming the
mean,
shows.
listen, I gotta get my own little take and the thumbnail. Shout out to the thumbnails. Hopefully y'all like them.
Yes.
But yes, do you want to start off with your general thoughts on this episode?
Yes. I said that this was an okay episode. I feel like some
Hmm.
people are kind of riding the wave of drama, if that makes sense, instead of us getting to know them or them showing us what they do. Is just, oh, I'm involved in this, so let me just see how far I can prolong this drama. No shade. It's got me kind of asking, what are some people chasing? Which is
Oh,
exactly why Auntie Imani Van Zap, I feel like, was removed from the show, because she would have had her foot on some people's necks,
she
like
did keep her foot on their necks.
literally.
Yes.
But I just say I miss some of the OGs chasing cast members. No offense to the newbies. I just feel like there are some interesting like new additions to the show, but some of
Hmm.
the other people or some of the other newbies, new additions are just kind of blah, no drawn together. Okay, my girl, my bitch, blah. Deep cut, obscure reference. My bad. Yeah, how did you
Oh
feel about the
my
show?
goodness. Um. Well, I do have to agree with you. I do think they have some good new additions. I do feel like every
Mhm.
season, and one of my issues with like some of the, or one of my critiques for these shows is that they always add on too many people. I feel like y'all really only realistically have the resources to like follow like give an in-depth like look into this person's life as a creative or as an artist. Like I feel
Mhm.
like they only really have enough to like follow like 3 to 4 people, and everybody else can be like side characters. And so
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like they always have too many people, and you don't really get a look into everybody's life and like journey for the duration of the season. um but
Mhm.
other than that, it's been okay. I mean, I feel like I like the balance of drama versus like things of substance. They seem to be like really working hard to like get those like other stories in. Like we're seeing Kiki's story every episode, which I think is cool. We're seeing Trey, even we're even
Mhm.
seeing what's his name?
Astro.
Robert. Um we're even
Oh,
seeing
his name
him. So
Robert.
I think that's really cool just to be able to see like both sides of these people. I do feel like the episode was a success if I want to see what's gonna happen next episode, and no shade, but I don't really care what's gonna happen next episode. Like I care, but I don't really care, if that makes sense. So it's like I don't know. I'm tuning in, of course, because we review the show, but I also just want to say that I'm not surprised that DeAndre decided to leave the show, it seems, or didn't want to interact with the show anymore, because I mean, boy's a liar. Like if you like are obviously lying, like I don't know.
Shout out to what is that, Panther and the girl Ice Spice. Boy's a liar.
Yes, the girl Pink.
Boy is a liar.
Shout out to Pink Panther.
We're gonna talk about it. Pink Panthers. That's what it is. Okay, that's where I'm sorry. That's what her name is. Pink Panthers.
Yes. But yes, yes.
Shout out to them. But, let's talk.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, other than that, it was a decent episode. But we're gonna get into it. So I know you had a way that you wanted to kind of review the episode. Do you want to give your big moment, your big one?
Yeah, it's my big one. Yes, because you know I'm about to do my big one, Pooh.
Yes, do your big one.
Baddies West. I'm sorry, Baddies South. Yes. So I said that there were a few like interesting, good moments this episode, but because I'm like a workaholic, of course, I'm going to go with the scene that involves work. Also, no shade, because I feel like this is the first time this season we've actually seen somebody work. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I'm not trying to drag, but Dior walking in the fashion show, just like because Dior dresses down. I also thought that it was dope because we stand supportive friends. He's walking in the fashion show to support his friend. Like I said, I feel like this is the first time we've seen somebody actually like we've seen events, but I feel like this is the first time we've actually seen somebody, outside of like just being around the cast or whatever, doing something outside of the cast. So I just Dior walking because he looked good in a fashion show. I love fashion. I love Dior. That's my nigga. So shout out to Dior walking in a fashion show. My only critique about this scene is I wish we could have seen Dior and his friend, the host of the fashion show, interact more. Because we saw him and his, I guess, one of his other friends interact prior to the show. And that's kind of who I thought was like, his brother. See, I thought like his brother was like hosting, like the host of like the fashion show, but it was somebody else. So I just kind of wish we would have seen Dior and like the host of the fashion show interact more. But I thought it was dope to see Dior walk in, the show. So shout out to that.
Yeah, that would have been cute. Does Dior still do hair? And that's no shade, but I'm like, I'm just wondering because I'm like, we literally, I feel like the last time we saw him do hair was like the first season, and it's like we haven't seen anything about like.
Trey Howard FaceTimes him like I think last episode or the episode before, and he was doing somebody's hair.
Oh shit! Okay, maybe I didn't notice, but we haven't had like any scenes of him talking about like him as a hairdresser and like how he's improving and like growing in that career path. So to me, I just forgot about it, to be honest. But I thought the scene was cute. Shout out to his brother for getting those big collabs. One with I think Roddy Ricch and the other one with Wale. Those are two big names. So that's
cool. It was the baby and Wale.
Oh, the baby. I'm sorry, I get them confused. No shade.
Not the baby. Little baby.
Yeah.
Not Dill Pickles. The other one.
Okay. Oh, the one with a lot of face. No shade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Lil Rocky Dennis. No shade, because that's kind of like the baby reminds me of. So,
okay. Well, shout out to him for getting those two big collabs. But it was cool. It was cool to see him with his brother. Like, they seem to have a friendly relationship. The brother was cute too. Said he was a womanizer. I said, "Oh, not womanizer. Him." He said he be on them R&B tracks trying to get the girls. I'm like, okay, that's a little duplicitous, but but yeah, I thought it was a cute scene. What did you think of the fashion?
I like the fashion. I like how.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not to cut you off. Hey, Thundercats.
You and this.
It's all good, yeah. This profile pic, baby. That's how
this profile
pic always work on Monday.
Yeah.
That's how I should show it to work
Well, it
on
depends on
Monday.
how
But
lit your
I like the
your Sunday
fashions,
is.
baby.
But
Let
yes,
me reel it in. Let me reel it in. Anyway, I was gonna say I
yeah, the
really like the
fashions was
fashions
cute.
because I like that it was urban, but it was urban, contemporary, but it was also really
It was
chic. A lot
playful
of denim.
and colorful. Yeah.
Yes, I was living for it. Kind of New Yorkish in a way. If you kind of 90s New
Okay.
York, if you catch my
Hmm.
vibe or
Okay.
if you can catch my drift. And then even the designer, Kendu, I believe his name was Kendu. He had like the
Mhm.
door knockers. I'm like, come through door
Oh
knockers.
yeah,
Like
he did have
even
them door
his fit,
knockers. Shout out to that.
like at the end of the show was lit. So I was living for the fashion. I just love
Mhm.
like black creatives and the fashion show was lit. So shout out to Kendu and shout out to Dior. Also shout out to the models or the models that participated in like
Mhm.
the fashion show. Another thing that I really liked about the show was like the blocks, or kind of like through that word blocks, but kind of like the children's play
Oh,
blocks
the set. Yeah, the set was cute.
yeah, that spelled out the name of the set that spelled out the name of the brand. So really cute fashion show.
Yeah, I was here for it. I like how
Really
they
cute
show
fashion
all different
show.
kinds of like arts, from like singing to fashion to music to fashion to, um yeah, all different types of things. Um but my moment, I do agree. I will say that this episode, it was kind of hard to choose like a moment to like pinpoint, which is a good thing because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there were so many moments that I could have talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But my runner up before I get into my big moment, my big one, um,
Yes.
I would say Trey had a scene where he sat down to kind of, I guess, call his father and just to talk about, I guess, the
Mm-hmm.
contentious relationship that they have. And I just felt like I felt so bad for Trey. Like this scene, it was almost like it was hard to watch just because you could see like how hurt he was, and just like hearing the conversation with his father and hearing how angry his father was and like how dismissive his father was. It was hard to watch. Like I felt really bad for him. Um
Right.
and I just said some people really shouldn't have kids, at least at the time that they have
Mm-hmm.
them, because I don't think that
Right.
you know people always want to like pinpoint like, oh, can you afford this child? But it's like it's not just about being able to financially support a child. You also have to be able to like mentally and emotionally support a child. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people have kids when they're not ready, and it's like, you know um is that oh, it show is.
Yes. Came in, clearing the hell out of us. I'm sorry. I was listening to
Yes.
you talk
What
about
did
the
y'all post about this
trade
live?
situation. He just like, my
Right, threw me all the way off.
goodness.
No shade, but you said when did we post about the live?
We
We kind of post this very late. That's why we
yeah,
just
like,
popping by to give our little speak. We'll try to do
mm-hmm.
better next time. We promise. But
Yeah, this like I said, this was a busy week, busy week, baby.
yeah, for sure. Thundercat 616 said it was sad, but I side-eyed Trey when he quoted Will Smith from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He really did. I was trying to figure out where that was from though, because he was like, "Oh, why doesn't he care about me? Why doesn't he love?" He was saying, "How come he don't love me?" or something like that. And I was like, "Why does that sound so familiar?" And it's like that iconic scene where Will, and that scene was hard to watch. Like I used to skip that scene, like watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air. When that show was on, I would
Mm-hmm.
just like skip the episode because it was hard to watch. Like this man is hurt over
True.
his father. Yes, why you don't love me, man? Like you said you side eyed him for that. I'm screaming.
I really didn't hear him
Okay,
say
I
that.
didn't get the notification nowhere. Yes, sorry. We got to do better. It's also YouTube too. So
I was gonna say I think it's YouTube. I don't
yeah. Did we get
know, like
blackballed?
I kind of don't want to like keep out of order, but that's what it sounds like. But make sure you guys hit like the notification button so
Yes.
you can stay like updated when we go live or when a new video is posted. Like Damon said, I don't know
Mhm.
if YouTube is being weird because I know like my own personal YouTube, like I can be subscribed to somebody and not get a notification that they've even
Same. Yeah,
posted
that happens
like
to
a
me
video.
too. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's weird as hell. Hey,
YouTube.
Billy, BP Parent, Perrance. I'm in Illinois right
Okay.
now. Shout out to you. Thank
Yes.
you for being
Shout out
here
to
in the
you.
Chicago
Yes. Shout
area.
out to everybody that's here on this
Yes,
Saturday.
yes.
To the
But
people that are here watching, can I ask, like, what are y'all partaking in on this good Saturday night? Are y'all sipping on something, puffing on something? No shade, because you know I got my ooze pen right here.
yes.
But just shout out to everybody that's here.
I also want to highlight Will's comment, plot twist, what if it's all an act? That would be interesting because he did seem very upset about the conversation with his dad, and it kind of seemed like a real conversation. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, I have pretty good relationships with both of my dads, but I feel like I've been there, where it's like, the back and forth of why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? Why don't you, like kind of sorting through the bad stuff. But I just thought the scene had so many layers. Like I said, I feel like not everybody should have kids that, and not everybody should have kids when they at a certain point, But I was watching the scene and I was just like, damn, like his dad seemed so angry. And after thinking about it for a minute, I was like, damn, maybe his dad feels guilty, maybe just like the fact that like his dad wasn't there for him, and like the fact that he's coming to him like, yo, I'm still fucked up by the fact that you weren't here for me yet. You're, with your family, your other family, or your actual family.
Right.
I feel like sometimes people don't want to face that. They feel like, oh, well, you're an adult now, so we can just kind of be cool now. And it's like, no, you can't just like, wash over 26 years of not being there. You're going to feel this wrath, and I feel like people don't want to, or not even wrath. They don't want that accountability. They don't want to be held responsible because it's, only a sociopath wouldn't feel bad for abandoning a child.
Very true.
Like,
and that's like when the dad said, I'm with my new family. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of parents, they tend to go out and have like another child, and it's kind of like a redo of what everything that they didn't do with like the previous child or like the prior child or whatever. So it's like, well, if you can like love and be attentive to this child, why not reach out to like your other children and give them like that same affection? It don't have to be like a constant thing, but just like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Like Trey said, I'm being a parent. I'm not saying this, but I have been a parent to like one of my parents, and that shit is annoying as fuck because it's like,
it's weird.
Why am I taking on the burden? Yeah, why am I taking on? It's not even a burden, but I'm taking on this action, this role of like literally like kind of trying to get through to you. And it's like, you as the parent, you should already have that, especially if you were in a situation where you didn't have a parent in your life. So why would you be kind of like insensitive to, why would you put your child through that? So I get Trey, like, like why would you put your child through that? So I wholeheartedly get like what Trey was like going through. I don't really think it was an act. Like when the dad hung up the phone, I could literally see like how like the pain on his face, frustrated and irritated he was. So yeah, I feel Trey like 100% with the scene.
No, but like I said, Trey needed a storyline. I mean, I feel like he could have did something else besides this, but I don't know. I mean, that's a real interesting take because I mean, I feel like it seemed kind of real, but you never know. I always be watching shit with the gullible eye.
Not with Styles by Howard floating around. My goodness.
So I'm in bed. I was wilding out last night, and these old bones hurt. Yes. Well, shout out to you for being be on bed rest for today. Lineker said, after Mimi lied about her tape being leaked, I don't trust nobody. But that was fishy from the start. And Mimi is not a good actress, no shade.
It was.
So I don't know.
Mimi isn't a good actress. My goodness. Unless Stephen Eric Jordan has hurt her to the core, she's not a good actress.
There we go. But Chicago is my hometown, but living in Belleville, Illinois, across the bridge from St. Louis, Southern Illinois. Okay, shout out to that. Thank you for being here. Hey, Somebody that's also in Illinois. Appreciate that. But yeah, that was kind of like my runner-up scene, I guess you could say. But my main scene was the group sit down. I mean, I feel like that was kind of where everybody we learned some things. People kind of squashed their beefs. Hopefully we can move on. But I was just saying, first of all, to start, I'm so disappointed in the fact that the person that was supposedly coming back happened to be Oliver. And you know what? It's no shade to Oliver. It's no shade to Oliver. It's really no shade. But baby, my eardrums need a break. Cause when I tell you Miss Mamas be yelling like
yelling literally loud. 2 inches.
Why are you so loud?
From the camera.
Like for real.
Oliver is low-key turning into Natalie Nunn. Remember when Natalie did BGC 4? And then she came back BGC 5. And then she came back BGC 7. And it's like, girl, go do something. Please, we know out there.
It's like no shade, but do you not have anything else to do? Like, I'm so sorry.
Right?
But
goodness, and now it was Baddies West. It's like no shade. Natalie, don't you have a family that you should be home taking care of? And Twix H, you're supposed to be raising a man. No shade. I don't know how that's going. And I also have this theory about Twix in this in a personality on this season of Chasing Dallas. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, when I found out it was, I really thought it was gonna be like Carrie D, because I'm missing the OG Chasing Dallas. Okay, baby, I would have took Trey Womack and the Mesh, baby.
I would have took Reese's over there.
I would have took Trey Womack. I would have took some Mesh over color contact.
I'm sure you would have took Trey Womack in an array of ways. I'm sure you would have taken him in multiple contexts. But we gonna move on.
Don't do that. It's not even that. I'm just saying Trey Womack thumping in that Mesh is iconic.
My goodness.
Thumping in that Mesh is iconic.
And it's no shade to Oliver. Like I think Oliver is cool, but it's just like, girl, we just give us a chance to miss you. That's how I feel. Like, give us a chance to be like, damn, I want to see Oliver on my screen. Like, you don't, because you always around. But yeah,
I was low key not hating on Oliver. I respect the grind. I respect the hustle.
Yeah, no, of course.
I respect the hustle. I guess, like, is that a part of my notes? Because we're gonna talk about it. We are gonna talk about it. Never mind. But just shout out to Oliver for hustling, grinding.
Yes, but he took it upon himself to kind of facilitate what was going on within the group. I also said no shade, but Oliver, are you licensed to be mediating this, to be counseling these people? You trying to drag up deep dark shit that's within these people, and I don't think you qualified to handle that shit. But here we are. But yeah, I also have a couple of looks to pinpoint. I know we're gonna talk about some looks, but this sit down has.
Can we go back to Twix real quick? Because do you have any future notes on Oliver Twix being a part of the big reveal? Or
I probably do, but go ahead.
Okay, so let me just kind of go back to Twix. No shade, because I like Twix, but I said number one, not Oliver feeling the need to mediate a group that he is not a part of. Number two, that's a big one. He feels the need to mediate because he vouched for DeAndre to be a part of the group. Now, Mr. DeAndre in this lounge, emphasis, quotations, parentheses, baby, on lounge, because we're going to get back to that. Are Oliver and DeAndre having? Because this is what it's giving.
That is an interesting
Maybe
alleged allegation.
But it's giving Neverland. It's giving Sticks and whatever Nene told Sheree. No shade. But let's talk about a lounge, and I ain't seen no lounge yet. I ain't seen no work towards the lounge, bitch. I ain't seen no blueprint. So I'm just saying, is Andre and Oliver, are they having? And that's why is that why DeAndre is a part of the cast?
Not a Hot Boy T. Shout out to the Hot Boys.
Shout out to the Hot Boys.
Iconic. But that's a good question. Maybe they are. That would explain a lot. Especially since they're apparently business partners, but you don't know what's going on with the lounge. I feel like if we were business partners working on a lounge, he didn't ask something specific about the lounge. He was like, what's going on with it? Just like in general. Right. Like you don't know. Like I can see if you were asking about something specific, but like Yeah, I don't know.
My goodness, deep cut. But you know what it's giving? It sounds like it's giving Lil Joe Budden and Dr. LaSae Hudson from Being Mary Jane. You know she gave him that $50,000 investment. Oh my God. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Here you go, bringing up Being Mary Jane. Shout out to Being Mary Jane. It's on Hulu. If you have Hulu, watch it. It's a key. But
and BT Plus, if you have BT Plus, yes, it's definitely a key. Plus,
yes. But yeah,
Oliver and DeAndre's their relationship. It's not weird to me, but it's just something that I noticed.
Yes. Billy said Dre needs a few seats. Definitely, he's doing a lot, and I feel like that's common. Like people will come on these shows and they will just start doing a lot, like talking shit about everybody, starting all this drama, and it's like, whoa, calm down. Like you're doing a lot right now,
right? Right.
Said, child, we will see this live season 20 of Chasing Dallas. We finally gonna see it then. I said, well, I ain't trying to knock nobody grind, but we only seen one scene about it. But
right.
Not my Neverland. Y'all know I'm in Houston. Do I need to go to Dallas to invest? Please. Now don't be like Funky Dineva outside of outside of Charade.
Who was that? Chateau Charade?
Unfinished house. Yeah. Like about to get fucking arrested for being on private property. But go ahead and do a drive-by. Let us know what it's giving. Let us know.
It's a drive-by. Or whatever Amber Diamond said. Right. It is.
With them struggle vocals. But anyway, Thundercat 616 also said Oliver stick to being Madison and Heavily Dubois. Ooh. That's real interesting.
Wait, Heavily. Dr. Heavily?
I think he does associate with Dr. Heavenly. I think they do do know each other.
That's real interesting.
I mean, I like both of them, but I do feel like,
not Married to Medicine.
It's hard to establish his own identity outside of them, which can be hard. But I just need you to, I need you to stay on Atlanta. And
you are not. Yes,
when we see Atlanta, okay, we good. We see you, but you in Dallas, we gonna see you in LA. Child, we might see you on G Status whenever that come back. Like we we need you to not stay in your lane, but we just need you to be, where you at. But I said there were some interesting fashions at this group sit down before we get into it. I said not Sean. I'm no fashionista, but I said not Sean with these Muppet with alopecia pants. Like the pants, they were giving Muppet, but they were also like they weren't like filled in all the way. And so I'm just like, what is this, honey? Like,
First of all, the top didn't match the bottoms. Like, I'm just gonna put these tops with these bottoms. They didn't match. Like, I'm like, what is this? Where are you going? No shade, but like, where are you going? Like, I'm all here for fashion, artistic expression. Like, where are you going with this outfit? The top part was given like you about to go to a stakeout, and then the bottom part was just given like fiesta. Like, I don't know. Maybe can I ask you, like, when you go in like this, do you think like what your karma is gonna be? Like, do you think what's your get back gonna be after you say this shit?
I don't feel like I have get back because he decided to put on this outfit. Like, you decide, and I'm sure he has a full length mirror, but you decided to show up in this outfit. So I'm just only doing what I can, But yeah, it wasn't given, and no shade. Like that sit down when he sat down with Jet. I felt like that outfit was kind of cute. It was like a tracksuit kind of thing. It was green. That was cute. But this look, I was like, no. And I feel like if you're claiming to be like a fashion blogger, I feel like you need to give us fashions. And I don't feel like these fashions are hitting.
Kind of,
it's giving like shade all over the place.
If you're sitting next to Styles by Howard, now you can't sit next to Trey and Dallas, that coat and have on those pants.
You gotta, yes. You have to be careful when you come to Dallas. You can't come to Dallas and just be like, I'm a fashion girl. Because you got Dior, you got even Robert, he be dressing down too, kind of. And then you
Yes.
got Trey Howard,
Ariel when
like
she was on the goddamn show.
Ariel, yeah, like so it's like you can't just come up and be like, oh, I'm into fashion, and it's like, no. He said, was it Ivy Park? I don't know if it was Ivy Park. It did kind of give Ivy Park keys, but I don't know if it was Ivy Park. No shade. I can't remember. I might have to go back.
Like,
but
I like that Sean experiments. Like that wasn't my cup of tea. I could have honestly did without like the feathers on the pants. But like my whole thing with him is he keeps saying like DeAndre hasn't shown us anything, and I'm just like, well, you haven't like shown us much either. You keep showing up in like these fits, but as far as like fashion goes, we haven't seen you meet up with like a designer or like a client or like put any work towards like this blog that you keep like speaking about. You keep turning up in like these kind of like bad fashions, and it's like no shade, but
I guess bad.
Let me not say bad fashion. Experimental fashion.
Yes. Shade, but yes, experimental. Okay.
No shade, but like, listen, like I'm t-shirt and jeans. Well, it's a cute t-shirt and the cute jeans. Like, I don't really go outside of like. I guess I don't experiment, and this I don't experiment because I know like what flatters my body and I know what doesn't. So like, shout out to Sean for experimenting, but like. You can't keep like saying like, oh, Dre, we haven't seen anything towards like your grind, and it's the same thing with Sean. Like, no shade, you can't sit next to like Trey Howard and say that you're into fashion, and
it just wasn't
not really.
It just wasn't given fashion. For me. And it's like, I mean, I do appreciate him experimenting because I feel like it takes a lot to experiment with your style, and like especially when you go that far and like you go that like unconventional. Like I feel like that garners my respect because you're confident enough to step out in it and rock it. But it just wasn't for me. It's no shade. I'm sure somebody liked it, and I'm sure he's gonna show up as something that I'm gonna like, but it just wasn't here for me. It wasn't a look for me. But then I also wanted to touch on Ted Lee. And I live for Ted Lee.
Auntie Ted Lee, yes, no shade.
Auntie Lee. I'm TT Lee. TT Lee.
I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Whip that ass and have your Auntie Lee come get you. That's what
I don't know if it's necessarily given that. It's given like your auntie that definitely can pay for the bill. She gonna pay your bill money.
Yes.
She got it like that. But yes, I also want to get into Ted Lee's look because this look was just given. It was given so much. It was given so much. Like it was given drug dealer. It was given pimp. It was given. It was given 70s. It was given
a
80s.
Little bit of fiend. Just a little bit of fiend.
Little bit of fiend. A lot of auntie. It was given. It was given.
It was the print for me.
Yes.
It was the print for me. Because it was the print. The print was given auntie. And then a belt. I think it was a belt. I'm not sure. It was, yes. Ted Lee had a lot going on with that look.
It was a lot going on. It was wasn't it leather too? And like the jacket with snake skin, I was like, this is a lot. And he was just perched. I said, okay, Ted. Okay, Ted, I'm here for it. Hey, Abby, thank you for being here on this good Saturday. It's good to see you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for being here, Abby. Shouts to everybody that's here on this good Saturday.
Yes. Also, I know she just dropped a review, so check out her review as well. Abby Reviews.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. But that outfit just sent me because I was like, this is so much. These looks are just, but yeah.
And so I'm like, Ted Lee, if you mention this damn incident with DeAndre at the club one more time, my child. Literally.
He was going to water on him.
You didn't know.
Like, he was going to baptize him with the waters of Lake Minnetonka, though. I said, okay.
Yes, I live for Ted Lee.
Ted Lee. I want to see more of Ted Lee. Yes, shout out to Spicy Original. Thank you for being here. Yes, Spicy Original. But yeah, I know we see more of Ted Lee later in the or next episode. But yeah, I want to see more of Ted Lee. He's just very sweet and he has a lot of personality and he just seems so nice. But yeah, so yeah, they all sit down and they decide to like hash out their issues. Did you think this was gonna go well or did you think this was gonna go bad? And also let us know in the comments how y'all thought this was gonna go. Cause I
thought it was gonna go bad.
Okay.
Cause
like
Oliver
fighting bad or like argument
not fighting bad,
or...
but argument. Just because no shade, because Oliver had decided to put it together. You know, anytime Twix decides to have like one of these moments, it kind of goes left. But
not everything you touch.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna go bad.
My goodness.
Well, he did say that last season of I think Atlanta, you know, at the cabin they had that trip, and he said the glue held for like a month, then everything kind of went to shit.
True. I could see that. Every say I like Ted Lee. I didn't even notice his brows this episode. See, I feel like the brows really take you aback when you first see him. But after a while,
I'm like, I don't know, because you know I have 4 brows. Because I have 4 brows. So, you know, I can't be shitty. I did notice them. You know, like I said, I go up for Telly's brows because I have 4 brows.
I'm here for them.
Yes, he had on that damn Kangol and the brows was just like jumping out. I was like, yes, auntie.
No shade, but they kind of give like, they kind of give Muppet tease. Something about them just give me like Sesame Street. No shade.
Very heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, very heavy. But so I was surprised someone showed up. Normally somebody is always missing, but you know, Kiki showed up. She said, "I showed up. I didn't want to get fired." I'm like, "Child, I just got this one out because baby, you ain't got no issues. You living your life,
right?
You know,
out that
but yeah,
down, baby, living for Kiki.
Who did you think was gonna get into it? Not Bert." Bert and Ernie's brows, baby.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you said who did I think was gonna get into it at the meeting or like the sit down? I really didn't think any. Well, yeah, I did think there was gonna be an argument. I really thought that it was kind of gonna be like The Room versus DeAndre.
Yeah, I could
at least Kesey and Astro versus DeAndre and maybe like Londi, because no shade. But you know what? I'm sorry, yeah. Who did you think anybody was gonna get into it at the sit down?
I did. And shout out to Ebby because she also kind of touched on it. I thought Robert Ray, Dior, and Kesey were gonna get into it again. Cause it's weird that they didn't even touch on that during the sit down. Like I thought that was because Robert Ray definitely had some heat for Kesey for like seemingly no reason other than the fact that he dated
right.
And they're no longer together. But yeah, I thought that was gonna happen because you know they definitely seemed like they had some issues. But Thundercat said Dre and Kesey. Yeah, I could see that. But can we just talk about why Dre doesn't like Kesey and how awkward and like kind of foolish it is? Like you thought this man was cute, gave him his 10s. Of course, he said thank you. He's not an asshole. Now, fast forward, you're mad at him. You don't want to invite him to shit, all because he didn't like you, all because he rejected you. Like, that's the only way I see it. What else happened since then? Like, I feel like if you thought he was cute, okay, that's fine. But like, it's only gonna go so far. You're not entitled to his time or energy. Like,
right.
And it's like you can't even say like, oh, it was the fan comment because Dior said that. So it's like, why would Kesey get uninvited if Dior is the one that said it? Like, I don't know.
See, but misdirected anger and energy. Like he didn't press Dior like he pressed Kesey. And like, I'm sorry, because we're speaking on this damn sit down and Candyman, Mr. Candyman, Mr. Londi he's got me so goddamn tight because he keeps applying all this pressure to Astro. Like, you jumped in the fight, and it's like, well, if Dre wouldn't have bum rushed Kesey, Astro wouldn't have jumped in the fucking fight. If it had been also, like a fair fight, stand up. Let's, get our fair one. Astro and then DeAndre's friend went and jumped in. So I'm just trying to figure out why Astro got all this, not Astro, but Landi got all this goddamn smoke and aggression for Astro for protecting Kesey when he doesn't have this energy for DeAndre for literally bum rushing Kesey. That's literally who started the goddamn fight.
Yeah, and to me, it's like the friend jumping. Like I feel like Astro jumping in to prevent Kesey from getting jumped is not the same as Dre's friend jumping in to jump somebody else. Like I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not the same thing. Like
it's not.
He jumped in to prevent Kesey from getting jumped. Like So it's like I don't. The friend should have and I understand like, if it's your friend, like you're gonna like tag in for your friend. Nobody can stop you from tagging in for your friend. But at the same time, it's like that's who Dre brought. Dre brought his friend. I don't know to fight. It seemed like he brought him to fight, but like he brought that friend. So to me, it's like at the end of the day, it's Dre's fault. Like, and then it's like you're blatantly lying when we see the footage. Like, oh, I didn't say that he was irrelevant. Literally show the footage of him saying that he was irrelevant. That's why he wasn't invited. Oh, I invited you. Like they said that I didn't, but I did. Literally like 2 instances where you out of your mouth said like, I'm not gonna invite him. So it's like, why are you blatantly lying, bro? Like, it's giving like something's not clicking. Like, I don't understand. Like,
yes. What's not clicking?
What's not clicking? Like, Ebby said, have we figured out why Landi was yelling for no good reason? Because I'm still confused about it. I think he just wanted his 15. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I'm just like, what is the point of you yelling? Like, you're adding energy on top of the energy that's already in the room. Like, you clearly just want.
He's probably trying to make it known that he's like, he wants to probably show that he's like an alpha in the room. He wants to be known as the top in the room. That's what it's giving.
Not the top. Not the top of all tops, my goodness.
That's what it's giving. That's what Candyman is giving. It's the hooks or whatever Mr. Pratt said.
Not the
anyway, this damn sit down.
He said they have called streets. That's what Barbara Bankrose said. Not Barbara Bankrose. Yes. I can't. Every said DeAndre don't like him because DeAndre don't like him because he shot at Kesey and missed horribly on camera in front of everyone, and now he's trying to be Regina George. And that's my thing. Is like, if you bold enough to like approach this man in front of everybody, you should be bold enough to take your L. If he wasn't interested, he wasn't interested. It has nothing to do with how attractive you are or like what. He just wasn't interested, and that's fine. Like, I don't understand. Like, but that whole scene was Landi is friends with Dre, so he is biased. I could see that. And then it's like, why would you come for Astro? Like, I feel like people like to pick and choose their battles. Like, I don't think like Landi even planned on fighting Astro or anything. But like, to me, it's like it's easy to pick on the person that's like the younger one, the one that's like just trying to defend. Like, it's like, why not speak to why DeAndre decided to attack him in the first place? Like, Dre is definitely a liar. That look at the thumbnail. The boy's a liar. Like,
boy's a liar. A little bit of like a sociopath. Not even a little bit. A whole lot. Like he was deflecting like a motherfucker during this goddamn the sit down, and Astro,
he was in that chair swiveling, looking like a little kid that just got in trouble.
He was like waiting for his parents to come pick him up from school. He just got
trying to explain to the principal why he got into the fight. Like,
this episode kind of just exposed like a lot of DeAndre, and I kind of see why he doesn't want to like participate like with the show. Like, literally everything is on camera, so it's not even up for argument, like your actions or anything. So
I'm so sorry. Ebby, you own one tonight. You said the top of what the refrigerator.
That's foul.
Oh my god, I can't. Not the top of the refrigerator. Listen, I'm just saying what he seemed to be giving off. Lon D is the top child riding the top. You know what? I don't know what that man does in his the privacy of his own bedroom, but I will say that Lon D did give he did show up for Trey, and I feel like he did give Trey like good advice on the whole father thing. I feel like that was really nice of him to like kind of speak on his experience and how he dealt with like his father not being in his life. And like it's kind of crazy and kind of sad how like a lot of people were able to understand where he was coming from. Like, oh yeah, my dad wasn't in my life either. My dad wasn't in my life either. So it was like, damn, like a lot of people like their fathers just weren't there, and it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
I wonder, does that contribute to the way that
touching.
Yeah. I wonder, does that contribute to the way that they handle conflict like on this show, like in the way they go about things, like, you know, the fact that they're dealing with that.
That's a good question.
Or that, you know.
I could kind of see that. Some people like dealing with like, I guess, abandonment, and they kind of just lash out. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. But it's kind of like a part of, because I don't want to sound like a psychologist or like analyze anybody, but it's kind of a part of like growing up and learning kind of how to deal with like that trauma. I guess that's why like counseling helps and therapy helps. So
right.
Yeah.
Thundercat, I am not highlighting that, but you know what you said. I'm sorry. I can't with you. But Trey Carter, shout out to you for being here. Said when you do damage control for a man with a gray streak lace front, you may want to reevaluate your decision making. My goodness. The lace front wasn't that. It was better than that reunion lace front that he had for Chasing Atlanta. It was better. I will say that. But we all have daddy issues.
Honestly, it's the damage control from a man trying to raise a grown man that you might have to reevaluate yourself.
Not you,
because K Michelle did say, "Listen, you can't raise a man. He already grown. What you gonna do?" Like K Michelle said, I'm just saying. My bad, yeah.
That was his only redeeming quality. Otherwise, I need Lon D to just sit there and be pretty true. He just be loud and wrong. And it's like, where are you coming from? It's like, and then I remember when he I just want to say this thing real quick. When he started off like giving his opinion at the group thing, he was like, well, I showed up. I wasted my time putting on my clothes. I'm like, why are you making this about you, Lon D? You showed up knowing damn well the foolishness was gonna be afoot. You know what damn show you on. Why are you so surprised that the shit that happened had happened? Like, we all know what show we're watching. So to me, it was like, why are you trying to make this about you? This ain't about you. This ain't about you, baby. Like,
yeah. Get to the comments. Thundercat, ma'am.
What is Thundercat? Wait.
And I ain't mad at it. No. Because Kimberly like on her 8th face. And you know I'm obsessed with people that's like on their 6th, 7th face. Shout out to that. Because she just dropped a song like last week. And I said, this is not Kimberly Michelle. Because I'm getting into Love and Hip Hop, the early Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, baby. Season 1 Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Said, now see. Thundercat, can't choose
baby.
My goodness. Oh my god.
Yeah,
you know what? We're gonna start right on past that.
Not the host of Lovers and Friends. Shout out to Lovers and Friends. Not the host of Lovers and Friends on the show, showing his being loud and wrong. Instead of spreading just love and positivity and light, and you know, he out here being wrong and loud. It's like, homeboy, pick one struggle with your handsome ass. But being loud and wrong in a situation that's not involve you, especially when your friend, yes, your friend, DeAndre was at fault. So I'm wondering if maybe Lon D talked to DeAndre off camera about the situation. If so, I would have liked to have seen it. Because don't have all the smoke for Astro when your homeboy burn rush Queasy, and that's what led to the fight.
Exactly.
Like the situation.
But he was, I don't even think he was there for
that. Even hit you.
So that makes him yelling during that aftermath even more like dumb because it's like, why were you weren't even here? Like, what? Like, I don't even think he was there at that moment.
He was there for the fight.
Well, why didn't he break that shit up? Was he break? Did he break it up?
No, because if somebody hit me, it's gonna be a problem. Like, sweetheart, go sit down. I'm losing your
another instance where you're making the situation about you. It's like, this is not about you. You didn't get hit though, so why are you even saying shit? Like, yeah,
you a choosy hoe. I'm gonna. We're gonna talk to the producer of Lovers and Friends real soon because they gotta recast.
We will. We will. No Shout out to Markel. I thought Lon D would be the adult in the room, but he turned out to be another problem child. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everybody is so. That brings me to DeAndre, or not DeAndre, Sean, Keyshawn. I don't mind Keyshawn, but I feel like Keyshawn is also trying to like bandwagon onto the drama with DeAndre, like because he has so much like to say about the situation, and it's like, baby boy, he ain't do shit to, like, y'all had y'all issues, but he ain't really do nothing to you. So I don't even know why you keep piping up. Like, if you don't like him, keep your distance. I don't know why you keep, trying to hold him accountable for some shit that he didn't even do to you directly. Like, let the people that he has issues with handle that. Like, I just feel like he's using this as a way to like keep up drama. And like you said, it's like, we ain't seen shit about his blog. All we see is the fashions, which is fine, but like, I don't mind the fashions, but it's like, let's see something else. I feel like you're using this as a way to keep your name out there, to be 100%.
You know, it's crazy. It's kind of giving a little bit of Drew Friday from the last season of Chasing Atlanta. The only difference is Drew actually had kind of shit going on outside of the group.
She performed.
Like, Drew was, performing. So like you said, I like Keyshawn. I just want to see more than him just talking about DeAndre, because like DeAndre isn't really talking about him. Like, DeAndre is being shady as fuck to Dior. Now, when Dior whip his ass at this reunion, well, I ain't gonna say Dior gonna whip his ass, but when Dior check him about that food stamp comment, because that's another thing I don't get about DeAndre. Like, nobody's really talking about DeAndre, but he's being shady towards like Dior. He's being shady towards Queasy.
Yeah,
and I'm just
he likes to like throw the rock and hide his hand. He seems like the type that will be talking shit about you, but then the second you step in the room, it's like, oh, I didn't say that. Oh no, I was talking about somebody else. Like, no, you were talking about who you were talking about. You just don't want to be a man.
Is they kind of giving nostrils Rashandia O'Neal? Does she still go by O'Neal, or since she divorced Shaquille?
So. I think she kept the name. Okay. But Ebby said right after that statement, I'm Scorpio enough to run up and hit him to see what he was gonna do. Yeah, I mean, he did approach him, and it's like, even when he was talking to Oliver, like, oh, like, I don't know, I might have hit him. I'm like, how do you not remember? That's weird. That's giving out of body experience. You don't have control of your body. Like, did you black out? That seems a little weird. Like, you need to go see somebody about that for sure. He yells like he don't know how to fight. I'm assuming Londi. I mean, I ain't never seen Londi fight. But I just think that yelling was unnecessary. Like, if people are gonna fight, they gonna fight. You yelling at them like you their father isn't gonna do shit. You know what they should have said when he was yelling at them?
What?
I had no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why. For real. Like, Markel has done a good job. Shout out to Markel. Producing. We're from being on reality TV to producing it. So shout out to him.
To producing, yes.
Sean is definitely trying
to fill in the spot that Contacts left? Because wasn't in Color Contacts producer?
He was. So yeah, maybe he is filling that
and
role.
Cast member.
Yeah.
So shout out to Markel for actually not being in front of the camera and behind the camera at the same time. He just said, "I'm
not pulling Natalie Nunn."
Yes.
We don't need to see you.
Listen, we've seen you for like almost 20 years now, baby girl.
Yes.
We're good. Go just produce Natalie.
Yes.
Just go produce. And tell Jacob, never mind. Tell Jacob to stop calling me, because listen.
You know what? Oh man. Keyshawn got the tea and trying a different approach to get the same HBIC title that DeAndre trying to flam his way into. I'm telling you, it's so interesting to watch these shows because everybody is trying to be that girl and everybody is failing. But the people that don't try that hard, like I feel like Ted Lee is becoming like a fan favorite and he don't even be doing nothing. He just be chilling and people like him.
It's Miss but it's like the people it's Miss Kiki Kardashian for me.
Oh, you like okay.
Kiki's like that girl without having to be that girl. Like Kiki goes to like these balls and she kind of like just transforms into like a different person. But then when she's with like the group, I don't know if it's because it's again mostly males and that chaotic, aggressive energy. With the group, she just seems like really just laid back and meek and chill. But versus like I just live for Kiki. Her ballroom is energy and fierce, and then just like in front of the group, or like when she's interacting with like her friends, she just seems really motherly, like really nurturing. And then like when she's with the group, she's also like seems like nurturing, but she's just really kind of like just chill. So I'm living for Kiki. Like Kiki's kind of not, I'm gonna say like the breakout star for me, but she's kind of like the low key like the breakout star, like of the newbies, aside from Astro. But I'm living for Kiki.
I would say Astro is definitely also like up there. I like Astro a lot. Even though he's like gotten into the drama, I still feel like he has a lot of personality and he didn't need to get into the drama. I think that was his genuine like principles of like don't let your friend get jumped, you know. So I like Astro. I feel like he's very funny and interesting and talented. So shout out to him. I don't think Dre's going to the reunion. He quit doing I don't think he's going to the reunion either. That's a good point, Thundercat 616. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be at the reunion because he quit doing the confessionals.
Quit doing
at least stick it out. Like if you're gonna be that person, like at least be that person. And that's one of the things I don't like about Dre is that like if you're gonna be that villain, if you're gonna talk that shit, stand up in it. Like why are you like all of a sudden like oh you know like blatantly lying when you know the camera's gonna tell a different story? Like you want to quit. Why? Because people didn't see it for you because you decided to be a dick to them. Like I don't know. No, she goes by her new husband's name. She a first lady now. She gotta. Oh, is that why people be calling her first lady now? Oh, okay. Vershandia. Okay. Well, hopefully the Lord read her that colorism. But anyway, Londi should have called it Tyra yelling at that girl.
How dare you learn something from this?
Why, Tiffany?
I said, okay, Tyra. Tyra was also a low-key a mean girl, but that's the story for another day.
She really was. Have any of y'all seen all those videos that come out about how she mistreated those girls? Like it's so crazy to me. But yeah, that whole situation was hilarious. Wait, I wish I would get read by a clothing secretary. My goodness.
Wait, who's the clothing secretary?
I would assume Londi. He'd be dressing like a secretary. Let us know, Trey Carter. Let us know. Let us know.
The clothing secretary.
The clothing secretary. I love Miss Kiki. The ballroom scene could use some help. Love the smoke of Astro. My goodness. You know, no shade. Only because I watched like shout out to I think it's called like Open to All Entertainment. It's a YouTube channel. Check it out if you really like ballroom and their perform. Those girls come to play. They don't come to play. Like they literally be like voguing down. Like they don't play. So after watching that, I'm like, I mean Kiki, like she does more than I could ever do. But I'm like, this ain't giving legendary. Like no shade. This ain't giving icon. Because the girls that I see on YouTube, it's effortless. It's like they're trained dancers or something. Like, but I do live for her on the
thicker
show.
Girls like Kiki?
I think I've seen a couple thicker girls, especially doing like the hand stuff. Like they have a category just for like the hands and you know.
Hands. Okay.
Yes, give it hands. Not those hands, but different hands. I like the newbies in step one. Who do you not like, Billy? Who do you not like? Oh, well, I would assume Dre probably. But Krayshawn. Okay. Why don't you like Krayshawn? Because there's something about him that I also don't like. Maybe it's just the fact that he keeps trying to interject himself into the drama. But what?
I think Keyshawn is the clothing secretary.
Baby, not with that black bubble jacket and them damn mustard pants. I wonder, did he get inspired by King Payne? Because you know King Payne loves the bubble jacket vest. No shade. Shout out to Chasing LA.
Yes.
Loves the bubble jacket and that hot ass LA weather. I said, I know the inside is air conditioning, but
how are they? Hell, are you in these bubble jackets, baby?
Baby, giving a Missy Elliott tea, and he should be honored to be compared to the likes of Missy Elliott. But anyway, we derailing. But yes, Ebby said I'm too petty because once he refused to do the green skins, I would have cut him out of the show. Yeah, or leaving him in and just letting him see how the mistakes that he made, the poor choices that he made. Like, but yeah, I don't know why he decided not to do the green screens anymore. I'm interested to see how that played out. I wonder what they talk about that. And are they gonna keep airing that like they did that one season of Drag Race when old girl got eliminated for catfishing people? Like every single scene, every single episode, they were like, so and so got eliminated. I was like, oh damn, okay. Like
I wonder they did flash that like DeAndre decided to not do confessionals. And I was like,
yeah,
is it me or am I seeing this again? Am I seeing this twice? Okay.
Trey Carter said Astro is awesome. He is straight from Memphis. Yeah, like once he got angry, I could hear the Memphis accent getting thicker and thicker. His family dynamic is a show in itself. It is. I would love to see his family come back. Hopefully they at the reunion.
Right.
Hopefully they not. You know what? I don't know about that because his family seem like they will show up and show out.
Remember
if he gets into it with somebody. So maybe
the mom said, "How many times I have to pull out my lock? My goodness, baby, imagine you rushing to get your lunch or you sitting down eating lunch. You hear this petite woman talking about pulling out her Glock. Right? I might just get up and move across to like.
I might just
can I get a to-go box?
Right.
Listen. I like a shooter,
I might have
to
be on my white
woman.
Like, is she gonna pull it out now? Like, what's going on?
I'm gonna call the cops on this bitch. Like, let me get up out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna call that cops on this bitch. My goodness. But yes, I want to see Winter and Kiki battle. Winter. Why does Winter sound familiar? Winter,
the friend of the show. She did the
right. Okay.
To Onika.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see that too.
That would be a cute battle.
I would like to see that too.
You know what? They kind of have like a versus. It wasn't like a like a Vogue battle, but at Lundy's brunch with that mouth dude, I'll never forget the title of that game. I said Mr. Candyman. Anyway, they had to eat the fruit roll up, and that's when Kiki was kind of voguing and gobbled up that fruit roll up. I was like, my goodness.
Wow. Do you think you would have won?
My bad, man.
The fruit roll up challenge. Do you think you would have won?
That's shady. Yes. Also, if we were like, yes, I would have won. But since you're trying to spill my tea, you messy bitch. Yes, I would have won. Yes. Yes, I would have won, baby.
Like, Ebby said, I know y'all seen the messy attempts at the dips. Them girls on YouTube will eat her. I'm telling you, no shade, but the girls on YouTube, they don't play. They were born for that shit. Like, I like Krayshawn. I hated every single outfit, but I like him as a person. I don't know if I like him. I don't know. There's something about him. Also, when he was trying to read, DeAndre. I'm like, taking forever to get the damn words. So I'm like, baby, what say what you gotta say. This read is delayed. Like, then we only got so much time. Child. He was like, I just think it's so funny that you decided. I'm like, get to the point. Like, a read needs to be concise, short and concise. Like, let me stop. Because I'm open to giving him a chance. I just feel like he's just been getting on my nerves. But Jay Carter said, I actually like Chrisean, the whole cast for TV. Okay. You said what?
I won't say the whole cast. But Keyshawn is giving a little bit of Dre. Like Dre was kind of obsessed with like Queasy and Dior a little bit. I feel like Keyshawn is obsessed with DeAndre.
Ooh, okay, I could see that.
Kind of like a chain of faux mean girls.
Yes, every season you need a bunch of mean girls. He got Oliver fooled. I think Oliver know who he is. I think they one in the same shade, and that's why he said like, you representing me, they gonna think oh, why Oliver bring him. I'm like, y'all kind of one in the same, no shade. I just think Dre is a little bad at mixing up drama and stuff. They have to do that because people swear you ain't say nothing unless you do it over and over again. Wait, I'm trying to think of what that's about. Yeah, I don't know. Let us know. Oh, she also said Chrisean did an interview with Really Be TV and El Teddy on their education channel, and it was eye-opening. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Shout out to Really Be TV. Okay, because I do feel like this season is missing some pieces. I feel like maybe.
Is Keyshawn from my goodness. Oh, okay. In regards to DeAndre and I doing the green screens, they had to keep flashing that he wasn't.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you mean. Oh yeah. Just yeah.
I was going to ask,
I see what you mean.
Keyshawn, is he from like? No shade to the people from the South, because some people from the South, especially Texas, they talk kind of slow, like. So I wonder if
he's not giving that though.
That's why his
and I'm not
kind of
like there's something. Yeah, I'm not saying that there's like something wrong with him or anything. I feel like the read. Right. I feel like he was trying to be dramatic.
It's like because even in his confessionals, he's from Atlanta. He talks like he's like mentally handicapped. Like the speed of like he talks like this a lot, and it's just like, I need you to be on fast forward, homeboy. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like say, I just need you to speed it up because I'm like, what is he about to say?
Yeah, it's slow motion, and it's kind of just I need hair, not tortoise. No shade.
Yeah.
He's from Atlanta.
You and Trey about to eat. My goodness, yes.
Will you spell my tea?
What did somebody say? Chrisean is doing anything to return for another season. I could see that. I mean, but I feel like if you just worked hard, like and showed your like fashions and stuff, I feel like that could help. I feel like the season is so early that it's like y'all are already starting to like be dramatic, and like start with the drama early in the season. He trying to remember his script. I could see that. He trying to remember that read because them reads seen a little pre-planned, pre-thought out, maybe. I think y'all are picking up on his persona. Yeah, I don't know. Something about him just seems kind of fake. I don't know. Something about it is just not really given for me. I don't even feel like it's.
You said the her seems a little rehearsed. A little Phaedra Parks.
A little
Phaedra Parks. Is that
a little Phaedra Parks? No shade.
Rehearsed.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even think it's the fact that he's country, because I know like some country people talk slower, and that's not indicative of like anything to do with like how smart they are. And I'm not saying anything about Chrisean's like intellect or like how smart he is. I just feel like the read was so like it was like pre-planned, so like he was trying to like slow it down to be dramatic. But I'm like, you took all that time to say this. Like I'm just like, His speech is like thick molasses. Not thick molasses. Jesus. It is giving Eric James. He does give Eric James. I can see that. He does give Eric James. Wow.
Not Eric James. Dior, I will wear you out with this tennis racket. Like, no, you're not. Eric James is a key. Well, not really a key, but he's a fool.
Who do y'all like so far? Like, who's y'all favorite? Let us know in the chat who y'all care for, who y'all like. Shout out to Savion. Thank you for being here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were related. Yeah, they do look alike. Yes. Said I wouldn't go that far. Thundercat 616. He said I won't put that on.
I want to take it to Ross, but the scary bitch don't want to take it to Ross. Did the scary bitch really not want to take it to Ross?
I said take it to Ross. Y'all gonna fight it in the Ross parking lot? My goodness.
Oh my goodness, baby.
Then Risky saying that knowing damn well he wasn't about to fight that man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, taking it to Ross. Calm your ass down.
Right? That's the part that see me like, Risky, you know you is not about to rumble.
Risky gives me Natalie Nunn. Like, we'll get into an argument with somebody, but it's like it's not going nowhere. Which I appreciate. But we just know it's not going nowhere. You say Eric James got to be Dre Burrow. They have similar personalities. They're both very messy. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Alfred can't go back to Atlanta, and it's no shade. I just feel like I would have liked to have seen somebody else. Like, we keep seeing you, and it's like it's not a bad thing, but it's just like the more we see you, the more burnt out we get. Because it's just like you're not really doing anything. You're just kind of there to like talk and like facilitate mess, and it's like
low key, it should have been the hot boy from Houston. It should have been August.
Oh, okay, that would have been interesting.
That would have been
definitely would have been interesting. One's Oscar role would definitely win an award over Jamie Lee though. Wait, whose performance would have won over Jamie Lee? Reese gonna scream and call the police. I'm gonna call the cops on this bitch. My goodness. I could see that. Kesey caused his hands and Astro caused he got hard. Oh, Kesey because of his hands, Astro because he got hard, and not Jones. I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, I wonder does he know who Joan Jett is?
Cutting up in these comments.
Like, I wonder is that why he named himself that? Because I'm like, it made me like saying his name and like writing in my notes made me think of Joan Jett. I'm like, I wonder does he know who that is? But yes. Oh, because he's giving El DeBarge, and I like it. He is giving El DeBarge with that. Is it a mullet or a mohawk that he got?
It's a mohawk. And then he got like a light mustache, so it's kind of giving like a grandma. I'm living for Just Jet. Like, I'm definitely giving for. I'm definitely living for. I won't say living, but it's easy. Baby, listen.
You said a light stash, though.
If you ain't got if you don't have a light stash, baby. If you don't got a light stash, your food ain't hitting. Your food just ain't hitting, and that's no offense to anybody. Just the lightest, baby. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm tired of seeing Oliver. He don't have to be involved in everything. True, it's giving this cast is not enough and we need views, but the cast is good. But it's crazy because they could have brought anybody else. Like, they could have brought back I don't know if Barbie Bankrose, if she's too busy, or they could have brought back like anybody, like even Carrie D. Like, they could have brought back so many people. Not August, that chaos demon. My goodness. I mean, I think August would have shook this season up. I think that would have been very interesting to see him on this show. Honestly. We need somebody to shake things up, honestly.
In a good way.
And I'm talking about DeAndre over Eric James acting. and who does it up too much in the green screens. DeAndre just be giving liar. Like he'll lie about some shit that's like obvious, and that's kind of scary because it's like, why are you lying about shit that you know we're gonna find the truth out about?
Right.
Like I don't. That's kind of creepy.
Exactly.
Oliver popping up just to make it known that he was in charge of rebooting this city. I could see that, but honestly, like I don't know, Oliver, we don't need you. Like we really don't, and it's no shade, Grandma.
True. Yeah. Please go back to Atlanta.
Wait, when can we do another review? Though I promise be nice next time. Oh, Savion, you had the girl, you had the girls upset on the Bad Boys Club reviews.
Yes,
but we'll figure something out.
Shouts to you know what? Shouts to you, Savion. It's crazy that it's been like almost a year since like we've done that review.
Yes,
that's a while. But Chasing Dollars,
you know, it's coming back. Let us know if y'all how y'all feeling. If y'all saw the trailer for Bad Boys Club, they in Texas now. I said okay, and y'all it's more diverse now. Y'all got Latin boys there. Well, they had Latin boys last season, but like you know, it's more diverse, and they humping and thumping again. Like, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Where's the host from The Retreat? Could have run this exercise. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he could have did this exercise. I just didn't know how it was gonna go with Oliver because you know Oliver be messy. No shade. I'm like, I don't know if you qualify to handle these clashing personalities, but
true.
We gonna see. DeAndre will lie.
Who was the host from The Retreat?
You said, oh yeah, did you watch The Retreat?
I did. I don't remember them having a host.
He was the one that talked about the astrology. He was like, so and so's a Scorpio, so that's why he doing X, Y, and Z. I kind of vaguely remember him. I don't remember his face, but I remember them having a host. He was cool.
Okay, I remember that. Okay, I remember. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Listen, that whole season, that's all they did. Like the fights in the fucking
that poor Airbnb and those poor pets.
Those poor pets. And them neighbors. I know they was
they drinking
happy when they left.
Baby.
Wait. And everybody and nobody fought me or ran a fade with me, so everybody had a chance, but can't beat everybody. My goodness. And you was at the reunion too. Whew. That's a lot. Hopefully this season of Bad Boys has no ankle monitor. No tennis bracelets this season. No tennis bracelets.
No.
Like
no government tennis bracelets. Actually, no tennis bracelets at all in the Bad Boys Clubhouse. No tennis bracelets at all.
And not to derail, but how are you fighting on camera and you got a PO? Like I bet his PO was like, so you just gonna fight on camera knowing damn well you on probation? Like what the hell?
Probation. And it was just getting his shit rocked every episode. I said,
that damn hockey pug. I might go watch Friday the 13th just because I remember that damn hockey stick he ran in with. Let me go find this from Retreat. Yeah, I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I do remember having a host, but I don't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been our review. Thank y'all for coming through on this good Saturday night. Hopefully y'all are somewhere kicked up, chilling. If you're at work, hopefully you know you're getting through it. It's ending soon. That shift is ending soon. You know, if you're about to go out, be safe, of course. But yeah, what do you expect from the rest of this season? We on episode 5. I don't know how many episodes they're gonna have this season, but I'm expecting some romantic drama. We also need to figure out what's going on with this Robert Ray, Kesey, Robert Ray's friend, that whole Dior. We need to figure out that situation.
It'd be about square. or whatever bitches kiddo told. So Bill, baby.
Oh my god!
But no, I don't see any like romantic anything. Yes, but yeah, I don't see any like romance happening on this season. Not with all
maybe
like,
wishful thinking. Because they all just like to see. I'm like Robert's friend, even though he low-key giving psycho vibes, not wanting anybody he's ever been with to be with anybody else. But he was cute too. I'm like, I'm here for this whole this situation. Just don't put your hands on each other, you know.
We just said psycho vibe.
I mean, isn't he? Who else like you? I mean, I understand you feel a way about thank you, Thundercat 616.
Yes,
but like thank you. It's weird. Like you dated somebody, and I understand, like, okay, you might feel a way, like, you know, you really love that person, you cared about the person, but they can't go and date somebody else. Apparently it was explained wrong. Markel said that it was being explained wrong, but I want to understand, because I just feel like that's kind of weird to be like, I'm gonna fight you because you were talking to my ex that I was with 4 years ago and we're not friends. Like, we share a friend, which to me is not enough for me to like really care about that. But that's just me. This season is going to be epic. Okay, I'm let me buckle up because I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. I want to see more of Robert's best friend. Yeah, I want to see that be worked out. I don't want nobody to put their hands on each other though, because that's giving. That's what is given. But you know, also Robert Ray. How did y'all feel about Robert Ray talking about fathering a child that's not biologically his, and finding out that was really 9?
Interesting, because I kind of felt like that also might play a part of why maybe Robert has been on like 1,000 like the past like 4 episodes. So him opening up and being vulnerable, I was like, shout out to that, especially with a situation that's like that sensitive. Like, I thought it was like tremendous of him to open up and share something like that in front of like hundreds of thousands of people. Like I couldn't imagine like being in a situation like that where, you know, I think the child that I'm taking care of is not like my blood. So shout out to him for even like staying in a child's life and being on child support from the time after he found out like the little girl wasn't his. So shout out to Robert Ray, handsome ass, for just being a dad.
Like, and it's crazy because it's like
a little psycho, a little psychotic,
a little psycho. Don't you like him a little crazy?
A little belligerent. That's your hood right there.
Oh, it's a rat, bitch. Like, but anyway, I agree though. Like, I feel like I commend Robert, especially like in that room. There were so many people, and you know, some people didn't even speak on their relationship with their fathers, but there were already like at least 5 people that I counted that whose fathers weren't in their life. Like, I think Jet's father was in his life, but his father was abusive. So it's like damn, it's crazy to see like men like not want to take care of their kid, like their biological kids, but then to see Robert like somebody who like, okay, that's not even my child, but I've been here so long, so I'm just gonna keep, you know, being here for this child because that's only gonna like improve her life and her, you know, understanding to have this man looking after her, you know. So I thought that was really really cool, you know. I appreciated it.
And then like, sorry to cut you off, but also like kind of his take on like being a father. He was like, she kind of shaped me to be the man that I am. Like, she taught me how to be responsible, and just I think it's dope that it was kind of like a bonding experience for him. Like, he also got like a takeaway from being like a father, and he didn't run away from the responsibility. So like, yeah, shout out to Robert Ray. I just hope he can get the situation with Dior worked out, because last season when we were introduced to Robert, like I really like, I just liked loved the vibe that him and Dior had. So like, knowing that kind of like Robert is the father and the man that he is, I hope that he can kind of get over this roadblock with Dior and they can get back A1. So that's my
I don't know what's going on with them.
But yeah, I just need Robert and Dior to just get back on track.
I need them to get back on track. Yes, I need them to. Do you ship it?
Yes.
Or are they brothers? How you feel about that? How y'all?
It was kind of giving brothers. It was
okay.
Kind of. I'm gonna say brothers, but last of you I was kind of questioning. Yes. Okay. I'm still getting that on a. I'm still getting it on a doormat. I'm getting it on a t-shirt. Yeah. And I'm gonna get it on a pair of shorts right across my ass. Platonic songs. That's a story for another. But I did think that Robert and Dior. I was like, did they have? I don't know. I think they're brothers because the way that Dior was acting, like not Dior. I'm sorry. The way that Robert was acting, like a few episodes ago, I was like, it's kind of getting like they might have messed around or.
Oh, Thundercat 616 said, yeah, best friend claimed that him and Dior is brothers. Okay, it's interesting that that's how he described it because the way Robert described it was that why would you mess with my best friend's ex? He didn't say why would you mess with your that, like, because I feel like if Robert's friend and Dior had a relationship, why wouldn't you just say why would you mess with your friend's ex? Like, why would you put yourself in the middle of it? Like, so that just made me think like, okay, well maybe Dior and Robert's friend they don't really know each other like that, but they know each other through Robert. But I don't know. If they are brothers, then I kind of understand it more so. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Billy. We appreciate you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Yes. Yeah, but that scene was really sad. But I mean, it was also like I was proud of him because like he was able to like be in this child's life and really take care of the child, So I that really made me look at him in like a really positive way, Yes, I come in, Robert. You said the baby mama so trifling. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know. It's a fast life for us out here. Okay. Well, I don't want to include myself in it, but it's a fast life for some people out here.
Listen, like you said, it's a fast life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Okay, baby.
It's a hard knock life, baby.
Listen. I'm sorry, deep cut, but what believable from One More Chance say? It was a drunken night, baby. It was a drunken night.
When they got married in Vegas.
Okay. What the hell? Got married. It was a drunken night. Like, did you marry the nigga or not? It was a drunken night. Yes or no, girl? My goodness, bitch. My bad, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. The host name was Resilient. Oh, thank you so much, Evie, for reminding me. Resilient. Okay, I would have never got that because I don't remember that. No shade, but Resilient. Okay. You don't feel like they pick and choose. Who pick and chooses? Okay, we're gonna look at real.
Do not like choosy hoes.
We don't. Yeah, Savian, you want to be on the next episode? Maybe we can do that because we don't want to be here for too long. No shade, but we want to kind of bow out. I know that people are trying to get on with the rest of their Saturday night. Have fun, but not too much fun.
Listen,
it made me sad that no one seems to have a decent daddy. It did make me sad, and it made me feel grateful that I do have like my biological dad and my stepdad. It just made me grateful, because sometimes they get on my nerves, but it makes me feel like, okay, well, at least you're here and you care, but it is sad to see like so many other people, like how it affects them, because you could tell it really affected Trey, even though he is so successful and clearly was able to do, for himself without his dad. But yeah, we gonna try to do this either like Friday or Saturday.
Like,
huh?
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I think a lot of the cast members kind of growing up, but like without their father, they kind of share that, and that's kind of like a bonding moment for them. So maybe they can, I don't know, build. I don't want to say not trauma bonding, my goodness, but maybe have, I don't know, build a bond just from that and move forward with like friendships and shit like that. But it's cool to have like that in like a group of circle where everybody can kind of just comfort each other in like that aspect. So hopefully they realize that, and you know, the seasons in the future is, I guess, less
trauma bonding.
toxic.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see the trauma bonding.
Bonding.
Yeah, it's peace and love. Thank you so much. Yeah, shout out to Billy, shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what, Trey Carter, just at the end, you want to act up. Baby mama wanted the French tip money, babe. Not some French tips. My goodness.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
Not French tips. And I'm pretty sure she was probably rocking color contacts.
You know what? Let's not give her too much. Okay. Let's not do too much on her. But AB said maybe Dior and Tony's friendship fell apart, and Robert sided with Tony when it fell apart, so he offended that Dior would ever do that. I could see that. Yeah. Yes, he is the nail man. But
see, Abby, that's what I had said about Robert and Dior. I was thinking maybe they had, or maybe Dior had like crossed a boundary and maybe went after, or maybe talked to maybe somebody that Robert had talked to. Because I don't see Robert being so tight about Dior talking to his best friend's ex. Like I really, but I was thinking maybe Dior crossed like a big boundary and maybe went after somebody that Robert had possibly talked to, and that's why Robert is like so tight. Yeah. It's just unnatural color contacts. Just natural color contacts.
I feel like Abby, you when you put them on, you're creating a look. I feel like he's talking about like just random.
They look like eye color. Yeah, like if you put in like some blue color contacts or something like that.
Whoa.
Or if I was sitting up in your face, if I was sitting up here in your face, I would be playing your face if I had in color contact or if I had on like blue color contacts. And that's just not what we do at Geek here. We don't play in people's faces, unnatural color contact. So just unnatural color.
Playing in people's face, I think is the preface, is the main, you know. But yes, but yeah, thank you for everybody that showed up. You know, we really appreciate y'all. I know it's kind of sporadic. We'll probably end up doing a live next Saturday, probably, hopefully Saturday, hopefully Friday, actually. But yes, look out for us next Friday. We'll be in the same room, so that's gonna be giving energy. We'll see what that gives. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I saw some new faces. I really appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. And come back next week because we gonna be here again, talking shit and being fools. So I hope everybody has a good night. This has been Key and Carrie, where we key
and we carry.
I've been Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Have a good Saturday night.
Yes, have a good night, everybody. See y'all in the next one.